The 3rd of December, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua with Rashi, Vayeitze. I saw him this morning, so I think he's okay. Yeah, he's okay.
Okay.
Don't know why he's not coming now. I know he had a bris from a grandchild, but that was a couple days ago already.
Okay.
Let's get a book.
We're up to Pasuk 16.
Pasuk 16. Let's see. 16 is Tet Zion. Vayikach Yaakov Mishnaso.
Vayikat, it's a tzadi.
Vayikat Yaakov Mishnaso. Vayomer Achein Yesh Hashem Bamakom Hazeh Va'anochi Lo Yadati. Okay, so Yaakov awoke from his sleep and said, Achein, surely, Hashem. Indeed?
Rather, Targum says Bekushta.
What's
in truth?
In truth.
In truth.
Okay, in truth, Hashem is in this place. And I did not know it. So Rashi says, Va'anochi lo yadati. She'im yadati, that if I had known, lo yashanti, I would not have slept. B'makom kadosh kazeh, in a place of holiness like this.
Mm-hmm. So Rashi is saying, Rashi's bothered. Why does Yaakov Avinu have to say, I didn't know? What significance of that is? He came to the realization, so Rashi is saying, as a nafkamina, he's saying, I didn't know because had I known, I wouldn't have slept there.
Why not?
Why not?
He was tired. He needed to sleep.
I know, but still, tell me, if you're tired, okay? Now, just actually, it's a good opportunity to mention this halacha. One is not allowed to sleep in a shul.
I'm in trouble.
Din of a Beis HaKnesses, one is not allowed to sleep. And even there's another din in a Beis HaMedrash, a place which is designated for learning, one may sleep. And the reason why Chazal permitted it, it's not lechatchila, one shouldn't try to avoid it, but where necessary, Chazal permitted it, is because since it's a Beis HaMedrash, and this is the place where a person's going to be spending most of his day, so he may sleep there, and he may eat there, and drink there, whatever he may eat there. But it's only because rather than chas v'shalom, it shouldn't cause bittul Torah, that if he has to leave in order to go and eat, and has to leave in order to go and sleep, that will cause him to learn less time. But otherwise, there's no place like and in the Beis HaMedrash, one lechatchila shouldn't sleep, and in a shul, a place which is only designated for davening and not for learning, it's forbidden to sleep and it's forbidden to eat.
But I've seen people have kiddush in shul.
Right. So it depends. So most places where they do a kiddush in shul is because, and I hope it's that way, is that the place has been designated as a Beis HaMedrash and not as a Beis HaKnesses. And if it's been designated as a Beis HaMedrash, then one is allowed to eat and drink there. But again, making a kiddush in shul is also okay. If it's not so simple, okay. Um,
So the reason
anyway,
he wouldn't sleep is because since it's holy, it's like a shul.
yeah, it's even greater. So this is the Mokum HaMikdash, the place where the Beis HaMikdash was going to be in the future.
So the reason you can't eat in sleep in a shul is because it's holy.
Yeah,
I don't get it. What does one have to do with the other?
I'm a little bit disturbed by that question. When a person is in awe, he's not very unlikely to fall asleep.
So you have to be in awe if you're in a holy place.
Correct.
So would that be consistent with joking and laughing?
100%. It's a kal v'chomer, kol sheken.
What's the kol v'chomer?
I mean, if already is something which is necessary, but nevertheless, because it's a holy place, you don't do, i.e., sleeping, right? Then certainly joking around is something which is unnecessary, and it clearly shows uh, how you say a lack of seriousness and a lack of awe for the place that you can person feels, oh, I'm just just joke around here. This is a place like yeah, it's not a serious place, this place. We can joke around here, we can be frivolous. So for sure that's forbidden. Okay,
Okie dokie.
fine. I guess I don't know, maybe I won't mention it. Unfortunately, nowadays, especially in the Western world, there's very little respect for anything. And therefore, why can't we do what we want to do wherever we want?
Right.
The person has to realize that, some places are, one has to act with respect. I mean, I'll give an example. In front of the president, you're invited to the president to the Oval Office to meet the president. So you're going to be joking around and saying hello, hey, hi, answer your cell phone in the middle. Yeah. Is that the way you would act?
I don't think so. I don't think
Yeah, you
around or sleeping in the presence of the President of the United States.
would not.
No.
No. So alachas kama v'kama if you're in the house of Hashem. Okay, let's continue. Pasuk Yud Zayin, Pasuk 17. Now it's a super long Rashi here.
Oh, hold on 1 second, please. Yud Zion. Oh, that's right. I missed yesterday.
Right.
Yud Zion. Okay. It says, Vayira Vayomar Mano Raha Makom Hazeh Ein Zeh Ki Im Beit Elokim V'Zeh Sha'ar Hashamayim.
I have Parshas. I don't have it.
Okay, so he got frightened
3,400.
and he said,
Yeah,
how
It's a little less.
No rise. It's like awesome, maybe. This place is
Mhm.
okay. Ain't that it is not
Be easier. You just whatever.
other than
None other
the house
than,
of God.
Transfer or,
Okay. And this
Easier for me, can't.
is the gate of heaven.
I should go back and forth. But
yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sounds like a very holy spot.
No, they can't.
right.
Right.
Okay, so let's see. Ki'im Beit Elokim. That's the first Rashi. Okay. It says, Amar Rabbi Elazar, B'Shem Rabbi Yossi ben Zimra, Hasulam Hazeh, Omeid Bever Sheva. Okay, so Rabbi Elazar said, in the name of Rabbi Yossi ben Zimra, this ladder is standing in Beersheba. Let's see, the Emsa Shipuo, and its middle, not sure what Shipuo is.
It's the slope, the middle
Oh,
of
the
its
slope.
slope.
Oh, the middle of the slope. Okay. Magia Keneged Beit Hamidrash, and it reached opposite the Beit Hamikdash. Wow. Okay. Shebe'er Sheva Omed Bidroma Shel Yehuda. And Beersheba stands in the south part of Yehuda. Yerushalayim B'Tzifona. And Yerushalayim is in the northern part. Agivul Shebein Yehuda Uvinyamin. It's right on the border of Yehuda and Binyamin.
We're going to get rid of 200s.
Uveit El
And
Haya B'Tzafon Shel Nachalat Binyamin. And Beit El was in the north of Binyamin. Nachalat, that's his possession. Okay. Bagavul Shebain Binyamin Uvain Bnei Yosef. It's on the border that's between Binyamin and the sons of Yosef.
Ephraim and Menashe. It's the
Ephraim
three.
and Menashe, right. Okay. Nimtza Sulam Sheraglav Bever Shava. So let's see. And it's found.
Right. I want
Yes, the result
ladder.
is, the result is,
really exciting.
I'm sorry.
Nimtza means the result is,
Oh, the result is okay. That the lather Sheragil, that its feet is in Beersheba, Rosho Beit El, and whose top part is in Beit El, Magia Emsa Shipuo. Okay, so the middle of its the incline reaches Neged Yerushalayim. Oh, opposite Yerushalayim.
so like, I don't know if I have a picture over here at the back. See over here. Maybe I do. It's not a very good picture. That when you have a ladder, just 1 second. When you have a ladder going up like this, So the top was in Beisel and the bottom was Beersheba. So the halfway point was in
Right.
Yerushalayim. Basically saying that Yerushalayim is halfway between Beersheba and Beisel.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, I had two major questions on this Rashi. One is, why didn't Rashi mention this already when he mentioned first the Yud Beis, in Pasuk Yud Beis, Binei Sulam Utzavar Tzavoshem Agia Shemoima? Why didn't Rashi mention this midrash there to tell you exactly where this ladder was? Why does he mention over here? And he's saying after, and this pasuk is mentioned after Yaakov woke up. The dream is no longer existent.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a good question, but seems like
Okay, that's question number one. That's question number one. And question number
Okay.
two, why all of a sudden does Rashi introduce Beersheba over here as part of the ladder? I would have understood that Yaakov Avinu comes to the Mokem HaMikdash. That's where he is. That's Rashi says, Vayifka b'Mokim. Rashi said in the beginning, Rashi says, B'Mokem, here Nizka b'Mokem Acher, Hu Hara Moriah. He came to Mount Moriah. And on the other hand, it says, in Pasuk Yutes, Vayikra Shem HaMokem Ahu Beisel, Ulam Luz Shemo Elo Yishona. So he was in Beisel. So how could that be? Was he in Beisel or was he in Yerushalayim? So the Torah says the foot of the ladder was in Yerushalayim and the top of the ladder was in Beisel. And Shalom Yisrael. You only need two places. Why introduce a third place? What's this idea of the foot was in Beersheba and the middle was in Yerushalayim and the top was in Beisel? Well, why? And why does Rashi feel a need to mention this medrash? Why all of a sudden did Rashi get three places from? Anyway, this kasha bothered me many years. So one day I chapped a Moedik Kazach. You look at the pasuk, it says, Vayira vayima manora mokum hazeh ein zeh kim beis Elokim v'zeh sha'ar shamayim. Now, how many times is the word zeh mentioned over here?
Let's see. 1, 2. Looks like no, 3 times.
Right.
Zeh. Okay, right.
Now, zeh, Rashi mentions in a few places, always indicates that you're pointing to something virtual, something you can see. Because as you're saying, zeh, I'm pointing to it. This, I can actually see it. Okay? Now, if it all referred to one place, it only need to say zeh once. Vayira vaymanora mokem hazeh ein kim beis Elokim v'sha'ar shamayim. Why does he have to repeat the word zeh 3 times? The answer is, he's referring to 3 separate places. Manora mokem hazeh, one place. Ein zeh, a second place, kim beis Elokim. V'zeh, in the third place, sha'ar shamayim. Rashi's saying that the ladder was obviously in 3 separate places. So that's where Rashi gets it from. And answer Rashi says, yes, it was 3 separate places. Beersheba was one place, Yerushalayim was the second place, and Beisel was the third place. Okay?
Wow.
Now, okay, so that's what Rashi's on about over here. That's why it's in 3 places. Now, okay, let's continue here. Then continue the Rashi.
Okay. Uchelape she'amru rabotenu she'amar hakadosh baruch hu tzadik ze ba levet miloni. Oh, okay. So, about what the rabbi said, that Hashem said that a righteous person came to my inn. Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Don't call it an inn. Into my dwelling house.
Dwelling. Well, okay, Malone.
Right, my resting place. Not resting place. Okay, my rest house.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. Okay. Vayipater belolina, and he didn't leave
And he should leave
without
without actually staying there,
staying
without
there.
sleeping there.
Okay. Bodamru. So they also said, Yaakov Kora'ah Liushalayim Beit El. So Yaakov called Jerusalem Beit El. Huh.
Okay.
Zeluz he below Yerushalayim. But this is Luz and not Yerushalayim.
Because the Pasuk says, Pasuk Yutes says, the Yaakov called that place Beis El, V'ulam Luz Shema Elohishayna.
Oh,
Right?
right. Okay, so yeah, where did he get this from? Where did he learn it from?
In other words, or the Chazal, where did the rabbis get to learn this from?
Oh, where did the rabbis? Okay. Ani Omer, I say, Shene'akar Har Hamoriah, that Mount Moriah was uprooted. Uva Lekan. Oh, and it came here. Wow. V'zeh hi kefitzat haaretz. And this is the contracting of the earth. Wow.
Which is mentioned.
Okay, which he mentioned. Okay.
Which was mentioned, which is mentioned.
Zichitat Chulin.
Means that's the name of the Masechta. It's Maseches Chulin.
Oh, okay. It's in Chulin. Okay. Sheba Beit Hamikdash Likrato. At the Beit the Hamikdash came towards him. Wow. Ad Beit El until Beit El. Okay. Vizehu Vayifga Bamakom. And this is the place that he, I guess, literally met.
Yeah, now that's what it means. That's what the pasuk means. Vayifga b'makom.
Yeah, they're
He chanced upon the place. Well, not chanced. He came upon the place, which means he technically should have not been there. He should have been only in Beis El. Yet Akash Baruch Hu brought the Mokum HaMikdash HaMokoim towards him. And now he ended up being in the place, the Mokum HaMikdash, instead of being in Beis El.
Okay.
Now, this said so. Rashi's now actually, this is actually a different shot from what Rashi said before.
Oh, okay. Vim Tomar.
1 second, I just want to make a point over here.
Okay.
Rashi previously at the beginning of the Parsha said that Yaakov Avinu set out from Beersheba, and on his way to Haran, he chanced upon, or he came upon the Mokum HaMikdash, And he stopped there because the sun had set and it got dark and he didn't want to travel at night. So he stopped there and he lay down to sleep. And that's when he had his dream. But nowhere is it implied that he went past the Mokum HaMikdash and he came back again. I've got to mention there's a very important geographical point over here, is that Beersheba is in the south, Yerushalayim is further north, and Beis El is further north than that. And Rashi mentioned that before.
Uh-huh.
So if the ladder starts off in Beersheba, and that's where Yaakov Avinu set out from, so he came first to the Mokum HaMikdash, and then he came to Beis El, further north. Okay, now this, what Rashi is explaining over here, it happened the other way around. He was coming back. And he was in Beis El, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, shall we say, preempted his arrival in Beis El by bringing Yerushalayim to Beis El, and that when he, instead of being in Beis El, where technically in the natural course of events he would have only been in Beis El, he now ended up in Yerushalayim. That's Yerushalayim being further south, but that means that implies he's traveling north to south, not south to north. Okay. Now, so they're going on. So now, why I said this, because you see, this is a preamble to the next part.
Okay. Vim Tomar the Kishavar Yaakov al Beit Hamikdash. So if you say that Yaakov passed,
If you ask.
Okay, if you ask, when I guess when did he pass the Beit Hamikdash?
No, when Yaakov passed by the Beit Hamikdash.
Okay.
Madua the Ikva Shom.
Why did Hashem
stop him
delay
right
him there? Yeah.
Right. Why should HaKadosh Baruch Hu, maybe delay is the right word, stop him there and give him the inspiration to stop right there and there?
Mm-hmm.
So this is my answers.
Okay. Ihu Yehav Lebei. Not sure what that is. It's
he himself, Ihu, he himself, Lo Yoav Libei Lispalel. He himself did not put his mind to pray in the place where his forefathers had prayed. And from Shemayim they should just stop him and make him pray there. So just let's do one more line and I'll explain what it means. He went till Choran. As we said in Pergid Anosha. Now Rashi here is now going to elaborate on a totally new explanation. Rashi learns that Yaakov first went to Haran, and when he got to Haran, he said, wow, I forgot to pray in the place where my father and grandfather prayed. I better go back. Okay, so this is what Rashi is going to go on to explain. The pasuk, in fact, indicates this, proves this. Why? Because it says, "Vayelech Chorana," he went to Choran. Now we mentioned this at the beginning of the Parsha. Vayelech Chorana, Rashi there explained, doesn't mean he went to Choran, and i.e. that implying that he got to Choran. Rashi says, Vayelech Choran, he went towards Choran. He set out for Choran.
Mm-hmm.
But here, according to the Gemara over here, no, it doesn't. Vayelech Choran means he went to Choran and he arrived in Choran. Ki mata leChoran, when he got to Choran, Omar, he said, Efsha shovarti al mokum shispalalu avoisai, v'lo hispalauti boy. Maybe I passed by the place where my fathers prayed, and I didn't pray there.
Wow.
Yoiv daite la mahada. He put his mind to go back. V'choza ad Beisel, and he got back to Beisel. V'kofza lo haderech, and the ground, should we say, contracted for him, and when he reached Beisel, he was all of a sudden in Yerushalayim already.
Wow.
That's how Rashi is going to this second explanation. What did I want to say? First of all, it's interesting, this concept, I'm going to end with this, just this point. Rashi said before, if he himself didn't have any inspiration to stop there, so Min HaShomayim, they won't prompt him to do so. Now, this is a very important fundamental principle in Hashem's, where Hashem behaves towards us and where Hashem treats us. We have a klal, somebody who wants to purify himself, we open up the doors for him. We give him opportunities which may not have been in the normal run of events happened, but a person has the inspiration to purify himself, to improve his ways, to do tshuva, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu will help him along, right? And HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give him opportunities which would maybe even in a miraculous fashion, like over here, he'll get opportunities that wouldn't have happened otherwise. But the person has to have the initial inspiration. Without the initial inspiration of his own, Hashem's not going to put things on a platter for a person. The person has to have the initial inspiration. Once he has that inspiration, then Hashem will help him along.
Ah,
Okay?
very nice.
Stop
Yes.
here. Okay?
Okay, very good.
Very good. Shkach. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. Take care, Lou.
See you, Mayor.
Okay.